Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wyld. Today we are talking about quality rating on Doordash. Doordash has been piloting all different ways to rate us as drivers and allow others to rate us for things we may or may not be in control over. That said, we have seen in some markets pilot a new rating that has been tested. Quality rating. And it may be something that is better than what I gave it credit for, or as bullshit as I already think it is. Kind of a toss-up. So with that said, we are talking about everything that's being said in this article, how it actually is for Doordash, UberEats, and Grubhub drivers and customers, and everything in between. But before we do that, let's go over a quick disclaimer. The content of this video does not contain, is never intended to be, legal, business, financial, tax, or health advice of any kind. This video is for entertainment purposes only. It is advised that you conduct your own research and consult qualified professionals before applying anything you find online. I also want to be clear that everything that we're going to be going over is very market to market and case by case, and what applies to me in my market may not apply to you. So with that said, let's get started. A quick note about the source material. DoorDash has always been known for sneaking in ratings programs, and sometimes instead of not having a help page or having its own help page, they kind of sneak stuff into already existing pages, and they're very notorious for that in terms of their ratings. So if you're anything like me and you Googled it and for some reason couldn't find it, the link is going to be in the description to the Dasher ratings page, and it's going to go straight to the highlighted portions of that page. So feel free to check that out. Quality rate. We are currently piloting a new rating in some markets called the quality rate, which was designed to give you more objective, actionable insight after each delivery, helping you understand what makes a great delivery experience and recognizing you for consistently delivering high quality service. If you are in an eligible market for this pilot, you will see quality rate in the ratings tab of your app. We always hear things like actionable insight and then categorize things that are outside of the control of the driver under that tab, or things that would be in control of the driver in theory, but in the end of the day, they aren't as in control as they would like to believe, because in practice, the things don't translate perfectly. Like, let's say damaged items are one of these controllables, right? On the surface, this is a simple task. Make sure the order gets there in one piece. But what if the packaging wasn't done right on the restaurant side? What if the coffee cup lids were on right, but it spilled in your hand? What if the order was sitting for a while and that reduces the quality of the order? What if the customer is pulling some refund method? That's not the fault of the driver, but they happen so frequently and makes it a valid concern for us. Quality rate measures how many of your last 100 orders you completed without reporting issues. Completed orders can take up to 12 hours to be reflected on in your quality rate while we review and validate customer reports. These reports are factored into your quality rate based on severity. Minor issues, -1% per delivery. Major issues, -3% per delivery. Minor issues can be missing items. This occurs when customers report that something is missing from their order after you were notified to check the order at pickup, such as drink or dessert. Damaged items. This occurs when customers report that their order was handled poorly, such as spilled drinks or upside-down pizzas. Major issues can be order never delivered. This occurs when the customer reports that their order never arrived. Wrong orders delivered. This occurs when customers report receiving a different order rather than the one they placed. There is no minimum requirement for quality rate, but consistently completing deliveries with major issues can result in a poor customer experience. Repeated instances of major issues may result in contract violations, and Dashers may be eligible for deactivation of their account for violating the terms of their ICA. First off, I'm glad that they're doing this instead of having just more violations occur on the gig worker. This is clearly their attempt to inform a driver that there are issues taking place consistently without being a straight contract violation. That's fine and all, but some of these ratings are pretty much out of the control of the driver. Missing items are not on us. We can't check sealed bags. Damaged items aren't on us. we can't check sealed bags. There's only so much we could do on that front. Order never delivered means the order was either stolen, or more likely today, customers are looking for some sort of refund of any kind and they're trying to make it seem like they didn't get their order. Wrong order delivered, either it's the driver's fault due to the stacked orders and they getting things swapped, the restaurant's fault for providing the wrong order in the first place, that has happened multiple times, or again, customer wants a refund. What if something happens on a reported delivery outside of my control? We understand that not all customer reported quality issues are within your control. That's why we've implemented safeguards to ensure this rating is fair for Dashers. Every customer report is validated before it affects your quality rate. We'll check delivery reports, we'll check delivery photos, instructions, and customer history to ensure accuracy. If we didn't send you any reminders to check items on an order missing, certain items will not impact your rate. Most of this is outside of the control of the driver. In fact, most of this is probably validated by AI long before a person would and would require an appeal if it's available. According to reports, however, there are no appeal options for this, meaning customers can report whatever they want and have it affect our ratings and potentially cause wrongful deactivations. This actually might lead to worse results because it isn't directly a contract violation. How do you know if there was a customer reported issue affecting my quality rate? If a customer reports a major or minor quality issue on their recent delivery, we will review all reports before it impacts your quality rate. To see if there was a reported validated quality issue impacting your rating, you can always tab into orders with major issues or orders with minor issues under quality rate in the ratings tab. It may take up to 12 hours for an order to appear in your quality rate while we complete these validation checks if any major or minor issues have been identified. I have a feeling that a lot of drivers are going to get hit with ratings for no reason because some dumbass is just saying, sure, why not, while having a bad day and just saying, screw it. What if there are no customer reported issues on a delivery? We will automatically count that as an order without any issue. And again, this is going to be calculated on a rolling basis, so you'll be able to work off the quality rating hits over time. Can I still receive a contract violation for a delivery that has a major issue reported? Yes. However, if you successfully dispute the contract violation tied to the delivery, it will automatically be removed from being included in your quality rate. Now, note the way they are presenting this. You can get hit in your quality rate and your violation and dispute it and fight back. But if you don't get a violation and you get hit with the quality rate, they would just apply it as you are guilty without any opportunity to fight back. Also, in one of the areas in which DoorDash is testing the quality rate based on input without actually having quality rates, we have a Dasher that is in the Driven Wyld Discord server noting that they've received notices without any kind of way to track it, meaning it counts against them and they can't fight back. Where can I see my quality rate? You can find your updated quality rate in the ratings tab of your Dasher app. Tap into quality rate for a full view of your recent deliveries, any reported issues, and how to improve. So this is also in its pilot phase as well. It is being tested in different varieties, just like we were talking about. So if it hasn't hit your area yet, it may hit soon. It took a while before Dasher rewards hit in every market. Are all delivery types included in my quality rate? No. Any offers that include shopping are not currently counted in the quality rate. It is possible they would apply this in the future, though. They have had separate ratings for a period of time. Some markets still do, some markets don't. Keep an eye and ear out for those updates. Will this impact my experience as a Dasher? This rating aims to give Dashers like you clearer insights into your last 100 deliveries. In the future, it may be included as part of the eligibility criteria for the Dasher rewards program. Like I said, most ratings on DoorDash are calculated this way and most likely will be added to the Dash Rewards program. This is commonly referred to as a rolling basis as well. It also wouldn't be surprising that when it gets past the pilot stage, they use it as another reason to not make platinum and the whole point system is thrown out of whack, you know, for the overall Dasher rating. What if there was an issue with how the restaurant or store prepared the order. Food preparation issues caused by the restaurant are not in the scope of quality rate. That isn't going to stop customers from making the report about damaged items for a refund and then just give a vague reason, and that's why it hits your account. Do I need anything to see this new experience? No, you could see your new rating simply by tapping into ratings in the bottom of the menu. Then in your quality rate, only deliveries completed after May 27th in your area will count towards your quality rate. If you don't see it, try updating to the most recent version of your app and complete a dash to see it populate. This is also in its pilot phase of the rating system, so it may not be in your area, or it may not be in your area in this way yet. Better than a violation? Honestly, some people are making the point that it's better than a contract violation. A violation can get you deactivated if not attended to swiftly, and a quality rate doesn't have the same weight to your account as a violation would be. That said, you could fight a violation. You could dispute a violation. You can't just dispute a quality rate hit. They've never allowed for that. Or if they did, you'd have to go through phone support and hope you get a support agent that does their job. And as they infer, just because you didn't get a violation, that doesn't mean you didn't get a quality rating hit. And that also doesn't mean you're off the chopping block either. DoorDash has been known for mass deactivations, wrongful terminations, and they don't exactly need a reason to screw you over. So let me know in the comments what you think. What is better or worse in your eyes? Less heavyweight violations but more impact to your ratings, or more heavyweight violations but no impact on your ratings? Scamming customers have more power? DoorDash has been cracking down on scamming customers, and this might lead to customers being able to affect our ratings in ways that it shouldn't affect us. Because if you dispute an order never arrived, you can have it removed. However, if you don't have the option to dispute it, you kind of get what you get. No, it doesn't matter who gets upset. While this may not have the same impact initially, it would be something that can affect us over time, such as a series of customers that can pull this crap. Not to mention, with less ability for people to properly report them, scamming customers could last longer on the platform. This might lead to some unintended consequences. Protect yourself. There are ways to protect yourself that really should be done anyway, from the surface level of on-task steps to protect your orders, to being more selective with the orders you have, to the orders in which you accept, and having a diversified gig portfolio so you are prepared for anything financially. On task, I would just make sure you have hot bags and the proper tools you need. Make sure that the order gets there in one piece to the best of your ability. Don't give scammy customers ammunition. In terms of orders, remember the rule of no tip, no trip. How a customer tips is not simply the value of the order, is a display of the character of the customer you are serving. It doesn't matter if they claim to tip in cash after. The reality is, in most cases, they don't. In fact, some people have even said that and faked injuries to make it awkward for you to ask. Don't fall for that. Remember, the same people who tip in cash after are also the ones who tip before. And remember to diversify your income. Have multiple apps and avenues in which you can earn for your business. That means multiple platforms and onboarding with multiple companies. Expand further with different certifications and skills. Maybe become a medical courier and get HIPAA and blood pathogen certified. Or become a notary public and become a mobile notary. Remember, the best first investment is in yourself. Have some kind of exit strategy. Remember, the gig economy is an income bridge to what would be a long-term goal, not simply the goal. Invest your money into something that would make you more independently from your activity. Scale your courier business into a full delivery service provider. Invest into income producing assets such as real estate or stocks. Get into content creation where you can earn some avenue, whatever that looks like for you. These are all things that I consistently talk about in the Driven Wyld Discord server. The Driven Wyld Discord community is exclusive for gig workers looking to expand their knowledge and expertise in their self-employment and entrepreneurial journeys. I partnered with high-level professionals to bring you some of the most exclusive benefits based on your personal needs as a gig worker. Exclusive professional opportunities and gig postings. More live streams with high-level professionals in our industry. Educational systems to help you build your own delivery service provider, as well as other scalable opportunities. By the way, we just kicked off our Build Your Own Delivery Service Provider course, and we are changing the game and transforming how businesses serve customers and how gig workers get greater opportunities. So whether you're a gig worker looking for more opportunities, opportunities to earn or an exit strategy, because the gig economy is an income bridge to what would be a long-term goal, not simply the goal, and you would like to see something with more growth potential and scalability, there is something here for you. Check the link in the description and get started making the most amount of money in the least amount of time and in the safest possible way. We are excited and looking forward to helping you secure your financial future. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and we will see you guys next time.